אוויר הרים צלול לקיים וריח אורני נישא ברוח ארבעים עם כל פעמוני ובתרדמת אילן ואבן שבויה בחלומה העיר אשר בדד יושבת ובליבה חומה ירושלים של זהב ושל חושך ושלום הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור ירושלים של זהב ושל חושך ושלום הלא לכל שירייך אני אך בבואי היום לשיר לך ולך לקשור כתרים קטונתי מצעיר בנייך ומאחרון המשוררים כי שמך צורב את השפתיים כנשיקת צרף אם אשכחך ירושלים אשר כולה זהב ירושלים של זהב ושל חושך ושלום הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור ירושלים של זהב ושל חושך ושלום הלא לכל שירייך אני
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום והעמידנו מלכנו לחיים
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu Adonai
Eloheinu leshalom
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu
Adonai Eloheinu leshalom
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to our Sinai Temple Shabbat morning services. Shabbat Shalom, Cantor Feldman.
Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi Guzik.
Nice to see you. Good to see you too. And we welcome all of you this morning. Thank you for joining us. It's a full morning. We also have family minyan this morning. It kind of feels like a regular Sinai Temple Shabbat where we have multiple services. So we're excited and happy that you chose to join us today. We're found on page 99 Elohai Neshama. Every morning we have a choice, and that's how to use our breath. We use our breath to articulate words, and we use our breath then to use those words and articulate how we want to be a presence in our lives, with our families, with our friends, with strangers. And so just think for a few moments as we sing Elohai Neshama together, how will you use your breath today? Your God-given breath. Will it be for complaint or will it be for blessing? Page 99. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Please join me. Elohai, Elohai, Neshama, Neshama, Shenatata bi, Tehorahi, Tehorahi. Please rise for our morning blessings as Cantor Feldman leads us, page 103.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan nasech v'bina le'avchin ben yom u'ben layla. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani betzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani ben chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Pokeach Ivrihim, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish harumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokar etz alamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin mitzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa li kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hozer Israel bigevura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hoter Israel betifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanotein layahev koach. Utnenu hayom v'chol yom lechein u'lechesed u'lerachamim b'nech b'nei choro'enu v'tik b'nei chasadim tovim. Baruch atah Adonai gomel chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael.
The Mourner's Kaddish is found on page 121 for those in mourning or observing yahrzeit. Please join with me. Page 121. Yit gadal ve'yikadash shemei rabbah. Be'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute. B'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayedecho be'Yisrael. Ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevarach L'Olam Olamei Amaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei shalom v'imromav hu ya'asei shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. We all remain standing for Baruch She'amar, found on page 122.
Baruch she'amar v'haya olam. Baruch oseh v'reshit. Baruch omer v'oseh. Baruch gozer u'kayim. Baruch merachem al haaretz. Baruch merachem al habriot. Baruch meshalem sachar tov lireha. Baruch alahar v'kayam lanetzach. Baruch odeh u'matzil. Baruch shemo. Yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la 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 yala la yala la yala la la yala la yala la la la. Yachid Cheolamim, Melech Meshubach Mefuar, Ariad Shema Gadol, Baruch Atarunai, Melech Meolal Batish Bachot.
Amen. We continue on page 134. 134, Tzadik Katamar Yifrach.
Tzadik Katamar Yifrach, Kerez Balvanon Yizke Shetunim Beveit Adonai Bechatrot Eloheinu Yafrihu Od Yenun B'Seva B'Shemim Rananim Yiyu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Ablatabo.
Hallelujah. We have much to praise God for. Page 141.
Hallelujah, 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 Tekel bekodsho. Hallelujah, hallelujah, beki yahuzo. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah,
Our Shacharit service begins with Shochan Ad, and we are found on page 147. Once again, we're using our Lev Shalom prayer books, and you can find links on our website, and we hope that you decide to participate with us. Once again, middle of page 147 with Shochan Ad.
Shochan Ad marom v'kadosh shemov. Befi esharim titalal, uvdivrei tzadikim titbarach, uvirshon chasidim titromam, uvekerev kedoshim titkadash, uvemakalot rivevot amcha beit Yisrael. להודות להלל לשבח לבאל לרומם לידל לברך לעלה עולה קלס על כל דברי שירות ותשבחות דוד בן ישי עבדך משיחך ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו ברכות והודעות מעתה ועד עולם ברוך אתה אדוני אל מלך גדול בתשבחות, אל ההודעות אדונה נפלאות, הבוחר בשירי זמרה, מלך אל חי העולמים.
Please rise. We're found in the middle of page 148, Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קידותי ואמליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב והימרו אמן. ישמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שם קודשא בריחו לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמא והימרו Amen.
We remain standing for the Baruch. We're found on page 149.
Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Yalanai la'ilai, 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 yalanai la'ilai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Yotzer or uborech Moshe, Ose shalom, shalom uborech hakol. Yotzer or uborech Moshe, Ose shalom, shalom uborech hakol.
Please be seated. We continue on page 150.
אין כרכך אדוני אלוהינו בעולם הזה, ואין תולתך מלכנו לחיי העולם הבא. אפס פרטך גואלנו לימות המשיח, ואין דומה לך מושיענו לתחיית המתים. אל האדון על כל המעשים, ברוך ומבורך בפי כל נשמה, גודלו וטובו מעלה עולם, דת ותבונה סובבים אותו, המתקעה על חיות הקודש, ונדר בכבוד על המרכבה, זכות ומישור לפני כיסו, חסד ורחמים לפני כבודו, טובים מאורות שברא אלוהינו יצרם בדעת בבינה ובהשכל, כוח וגבורה נתן בהם להיות מושלים בקרב תבל, מלאים זיו ומפיקים נוגה, נאה זיום בכל העולם, שמחים בצאתם וששים בבואם, עושים באימה רצון קונם, פאר וכבוד נותנים לשמות, צהלה ורינה לזכר מלכותו, קרא לשמש ויזרח אור, רב והתקין צורת הלבנה, שבח נותנים לו כל צבא מרום, תפארת וגדולה, תרפים ואופנים וחיות הקודש.
We continue on page 152.
תתברך מושיענו על שבח מעשה ידיך, ועל מאורי אור שעשית יפרוך הסלע.
We're found on page 153.
וכולם פותחים מפיהם בקדושה ובתורה, בשירה ובזמרה ובזמרה, בשירה ובזמרה ובזמרה, ומברכים ומשבחים, ומפארים ומעריצים, ומקדישים וממליכים. כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוא כל הארץ כבודו. והאופנים וחיות הקודש ברעש גדול מתנשאים לעומת צרפים, לעומתם משבחים ואומרים ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. אור חדש על ציון תהיר, ונזכה כולנו נראה לאורו. אור חדש על ציון תהיר, ונזכה כולנו נראה לאורו. ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות.
In just a moment, we will sing the Shema together. And when I was thinking about the Shema, I realized how hard it is for people to listen. Or when we ask someone to listen, the other person may really not know how to listen. Maybe they never really comprehended the art of listening. Or maybe they just don't understand the words that the other person is emitting. And the reason why I bring this up is because I was looking over a piece of Midrash and it juxtaposed the words Shema and Ha'azinu. Shema, which we'll do in just a few moments, the rabbis say conveys a listening from afar. It's actually listening from a distance. Ha'azinu, which we read in the latter parts of Devarim, that's actually a listening up close, a listening between two people right in front of each other. And so if we try to understand what we're meant to listen to right now for the Shema, listen Israel, and it's supposed to be a listening from afar, then what exactly are we supposed to hear? And I think I'd like to suggest it means that right at this next moment, we're supposed to mute the voices that distract us, whether they're voices of self-doubt, or their voices of complaint, or their voices of worry. What we're meant to listen to right now is what the world is trying to tell us. And perhaps that message is, what's our purpose in this moment? Right now, on this very day, what does the world expect from us, and what does God want us to hear? So mute those other voices, let them go, and try to concentrate on that very question. What is it exactly I'm supposed to listen to outside? What is it that the world is trying to tell me? And all I need to do right now is listen. We're found in the middle of page 154 as we gather our seat for the Shema. V'havienu l'shalom me'arba kanfot haaretz v'tolichenu komemiyut le'artzenu ki el po'el Yeshuat ata uvanu v'acharta mikolam v'lashon B'kerev tanu l'shimcha hagadol zela be'emet lehodot lecha u'yachedcha be'ahava Baruch ata Adonai habocher b'emo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema, page 155. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavecha hayom alevadecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'leftecha v'derech u'v'shofpecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha Uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'bisharecha. We continue with the next two paragraphs of the Shema on our own. We're found on page 156. Adonai Elohechem emet. We're found on page 157. Ledor vador kayam ushma kayam v'chison achon u'malchuto b'manato la'ad kayamet. Emet shetahu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu. Malkeinu melech avotenu, goalenu goel avotenu, yotzrenu tzur yeshuatenu, bodenu matilenu me'olam shemecha, ein Elohim zulatecha, ezrat avotenu otav me'olam. We continue in the middle of page 158 as Cantor Feldman leads us, Micha Mocha.
Kamolcha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamolcha nehedar b'kodes nora nora, nora tehilot, osef elech. Mi kamolcha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamolcha nehedar b'kodes nora nora, nora tehilot, osef elech. חדשה, שהיא בכל גאולים נשי חיה מיחד כולם, הודו והמליכו ואמרו, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא 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 תהילות אוסף אלף. אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא 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 תהילות אוסף אלף, אוסף אלף, אוסף אלף. צור ישראל, קומה בעזרת ישראל, ופדחין אומך, יהודה וישראל. Go Aleinu, Adonai Tzvaot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch Atah Adonai, Kal Yisrael.
We remain standing for the Shabbat morning Amidah, which is found on page 159. Page 159.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor veHanora, El Elyon, Kol Mel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, וזוכר חסדי אבות ומביא גואל מבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ופוקד ומושיע מגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי מתים אתה רב להושיע מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, בחיי מתים ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו משני עפר, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומדומנך, מלך במית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי המתים.
Page 161.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו, בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלך כל הארץ כבודו. אז בקול רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק, משמיעים קול. אז בקול רעש גדול, אדיר וחזק, משמיעים קול. מתנשאים לעומת צרפים, מתנשאים לעומת צרפים, לעומתם ברוך יאמרו. ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו. ממקומך מלכנו תופיע, ממקומך מלכנו תופיע, ותמלוך עלינו, ותמלוך עלינו, כי מחכים אנחנו לך. מתי תמלוך בציון בקרוב בימינו, לעולם מבען תשכון. תתגדל ותתקדש בתוך ירושלים עירך, לדור ודור ולנצח נצחים. ועינינו תראנה מלכותך, הדבר האמור בשירי עוזך, על ידי דוד משיח צדקך. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. ולנצח נצחים, ולנצח נצחים, קדושתך, קדושתך נגיש. ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לא ימוש לעולם ועד. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגיד גודלך. כי אל מלך גדול, גדול וקדוש, גדול וקדוש אתה. יאללה 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 ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
We take this time for silent prayer and reflection as we continue with the Amidah through page 166. Please take this time for your silent prayer. When you finish praying your Amidah, you may be seated. We continue with Osei Shalom. Is that okay? Putting Cantor Feldman on the spot. Page 166.
Osei Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'himru amen. Yaseh shalom,
liturgy Shalom is found on page 167.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון ובמכון ובחיי רחוב בית ישראל, בגלה בזמן קרי והימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך, וישתבח ויתבר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי קודשה, בריחוני נמין כל ברכתה ושינתה, תושבחתה ורחמתה דמירם ימה והימרו, אמן. תתקבץ לותון ברכון כל ישראל, קודם ובון ושמע והימרו, אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל והימרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל והימרו, Amen.
Ein Kamocha begins on page 168. Cantor Feldman, will you lead us?
I can do that one.
Okay. Figured that was a good
one. Elohim Adonai vein kemasecha, malchutecha malchut kol olamim umemshaltecha bechol dor vador. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. Av harachamim, heitiv avirtzonecha et Zion, Tivne chomot Yerushalayim, Tivne chomot Yerushalayim, Ki v'cha levad batachnu, Melech el ram v'nisa, Adon olamim, Vayehi bin Soaron, Vayomer Moshe, Fulma Adonai ve'afutzu hoyevecha ve'yanusu mesanecha mipanecha ki mitzion teitzei Torah ki mitzion teitzei Torah udevar Adonai mirushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, B'kedushato.
Ribono Shel Master of the universe, may we breathe in the essence of Shabbat, your offering of rest to the rest of the world. May we take this time to rejuvenate our bodies. Let us slow down our minds. Dear God, remind us that in acknowledging our blessings, we are able to revive our spirits and renew our faith. Let us learn how to embrace your gift of Shabbat this day for the healing of our souls. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol, Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Echad Eloheinu, Gadol, Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Adonai.
Lecha Adonai hagedula v'hagevura v'hatiferet v'hanetzach v'hahod ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz Lecha Adonai hamamlacha Ve'ami nase lechol lerosh romemu, romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, ve'hishtachavu, והשתחוו להדום רגליו קדוש הוא רוממו רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו.
Everyone may be seated. This morning, our Torah reading is found on page 738 in our Eitz Chaim Chumash. In terms of the verse, we are found in Vayikra, chapter 25, verse 1. Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 1. It's always special to read from the Torah, but there's a few extra special aspects this morning. We are recognizing both the Golbar and the Sitara families this morning. And so I'd like to ask the Golbar family in honor of Aiden to please have the first Aliyah. Golbar family, when you are ready.
Hi everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Baruch Adonai Mevarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Mevarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torah. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai al Moshe b'har Sinai lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta alehem ki tavohu ha'aretz asher ani noten lachem. V'shavta ha'aretz Shabbat l'Adonai sheishanim tizra asadecha v'sheishanim tizmor karmecha v'asapta et tevuata. And the Golbar family will continue.
Amen.
Yasher Koach to the Golbar family in honor of Aiden for that beautiful recognition of coming to the Torah. And now for the second Aliyah. We'd like to include the Sitari family in honor of Noah. Also, everyone, we are finishing a book of the Torah. And so we're going to ask everyone, including the Sitari family, hi Sitari family, to please rise actually. We're going to have everyone rise for this Aliyah because we're finishing a book of the Torah. And Noah, whenever you are ready for the second Aliyah.
Baruch et Adonai Hamvorah.
Baruch Adonai Mevarach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ubashana Shvi'it Shabbat Shabbaton yeh la'aretz Shabbat l'Adonai Satcha lo tizra v'charmecha lo tizmor et sefiach ketzircha lo tiksor ve'et imvei nizirecha lo tivsor shnat Shabbaton yeh la'aretz ve'haita Shabbat haaretz lachem l'chla lechal avdecha v'la'amatecha v'lishircha v'litoshavecha hagarim imach v'lipavdecha u'chaya asher bartecha tihiyeh kol tefuata lechol.
Chazak chazak v'nit chazek.
Chazak chazak v'nit chazek. Noah? Satari family?
You guys are on mute. There we go.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah temet, v'hayeh olam natan b'jokenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen.
Mazel tov.
Yasher Koach to both families, to the Golbar and to the Satari families. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Everyone may be seated. As Cantor Feldman and I lead a Mishaberach Lecholim, a blessing of healing for those who are ill within our congregational and in our extended families. And so Cantor Feldman will begin the prayer, and then we'll pause and I'll offer some names, and we invite you, if you're willing, to either say the names that you're thinking about in terms of your prayer out loud, or feel free to include those names in the chat so that we can include those names in our communal prayer. Cantor Feldman.
Mishaberach avoteinu mekol habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
We pray for healing for Yonatan ben Bracha, Esther bat Leah, Chaya Elka bat Miriam, Sipporah bat Ariel Leib, Sarah bat Getzel ben Chana, Nahum ben Malka, Racholea bat Hanachuna, Eva Keleman, Menashe ben Shazan Sarah, Michael ben Tova ve'Eliyahu, Shoshana bat Chana Chaya ve'Ariel, Dylan Shear, Gila Nisan bat Mazel. And if you have other names, I ask you once again, please include their names in our prayer as we are joined from one prayer to the next. Mishaberach Lecholim. We pray for the healing of mind and body and soul, and let us all say, Amen. I'm going to ask everyone to please rise as I will slightly lift the Torah. We're found at the bottom of page 174. I really believe it takes a community to engage in a Shabbat service. And so this will be interesting, but I'm going to do the best I can to kind of lift and dress at the same time. And I know I have our extended virtual community to support as well. So please rise. Okay.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לפני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכי המאושר. עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכי המאושר. דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום. דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום. Yasher Koach. Well
It
done.
wasn't so bad. It wasn't as bad as I
did
thought it was
great.
going to be.
I had 10 minutes of music prepared just in case.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So we did just fine. We continue in our service on page 177. 177, a prayer for our country. I hope that you'll join me in that first paragraph in English in the middle of the page. Our God and God of our ancestors, with mercy accept our prayer on behalf of our country and its government. Pour out your blessing upon this land, upon its inhabitants, upon its leaders, its judges, officers, and officials, who faithfully devote themselves to the needs of the public. Help them understand the rules of justice you have decreed, so that peace and security, happiness and freedom will never depart from our land. Please join with me a prayer for the state of Israel. We're found on page 178. I thought, okay, fine. Avinu Shabbat Shemayim, stronghold and redeemer of the people Israel. Bless the state of Israel that it may be the beginning of our redemption. Shield it with your love. Spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them. Crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. We're actually going to turn back now to page 176. This morning, we wanted to include an additional prayer, a prayer for our congregation. We're incredibly proud of Sinai Temple, and in particular, our community, and the fact that no matter where we are, far or near, we are Sinai. And so let's read together a prayer for our congregation, page 176. May heaven bestow deliverance on this holy congregation, the adults and their children. May kindness, love, and compassion, a long life, abundant provision, and sustenance from heaven, bodily health and spiritual enlightenment be their lot. May their children thrive, never ceasing to speak words of Torah nor ever neglecting them. May the sovereign of the universe bless you, accord you with a full life, add to your days, and grant you a long life. May you be freed of all distress and difficult circumstance, now and always. May the Master in heaven sustain you at all times and seasons. And let us say,
Amen.
Amen. Once again, I say, we are Sinai.
Shalom, and welcome to Sinai Temple.
Sinai Temple has been my second home for many years, and I miss seeing each one of you.
During this time, I really miss going to temple and praying with my Sinai family.
I miss hugging my Sinai friends after services.
One of the things keeping us connected to Sinai Temple is daily words of wisdom or inspiration from Rabbi Wolpe.
Shabbat Torah study in the library at Sinai has been a highlight of my week, and fortunately with Zoom, we've been able to continue those virtual Torah study classes.
We did a family minyan Kabbalat Shabbat service with Rabbi Sherman, which was beautiful.
I stay connected by watching Shabbat services and daily minyan.
We all come down to the living room, wear our talits and kippas, say the prayers, and kiss the Torah. But I miss you guys dearly.
With online learning at Sinai Akiba Academy and religious services streaming, we've never felt more connected.
Our clergy are caring and compassionate, and Rabbi Wolpe's daily inspiration, soothing and brilliant.
I stay connected to Sinai Temple by watching our services and participate in online discussions.
Thank you, Sinai Temple, for creating spiritual and uplifting services.
I hope everyone stays safe and hope to see you all soon back at Sinai.
Thank you, Sinai.
For me, Sinai is the Torah and the community, the words of wisdom and the warmth of embrace. We have managed to keep those living in our lives through this difficult time, but I can't wait until we come back together and we have a chance once more to celebrate, to pray, to comfort, to laugh, to love.
Chazak, chazak, benit chazek. You just heard us finishing a book of the Torah, and we truly believe that the reason why we say that nit chazek at the end is because certainly as one person, we are strong, but as a community, we are stronger. So we are Sinai. We miss you, as Rabbi Wolpe said, dearly. We can't wait to see you in person, but we feel your strength from afar. Always, we are Sinai. We're found on page 183. I'm going to ask everyone to please rise as I'll open up the ark and return our sacred Torah.
יהללו את שם אדוני, כי נשגב שמו לבדו, הודו על ארץ ושמיים, וירם קרן עמו, תהילה לכל חסידיו, יבני ישראל עם קרובו. Hallelujah, hallelujah. מזמור לדוד. הבו לאדוני בני אלים, הבו לאדוני כבוד ועוז, הבו לאדוני כבוד שמו, השתחוו לאדוני בהדרת קודש. כל אדוני על המים אל הכבוד הרים, אדוני על מים רבים, על מים רבים. כל אדוני בכוח, כל אדוני בהדר, כל אדוני שובר ארזים, וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנון, וירקידם כמו עגל, כמו עגל, לבנון וסיריון כמו בן רהימים. כל אדוני קוצב לעבוד אש, כל אדוני יכיל מדבר, יכיל אדוני מדבר קדש, מדבר קדש. כל אדוני יחולל איילות, ויחשוף יערות, ובהיכלו כולו כבוד. אדוני למבול ישב, וישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. ובנוחו יאמר, כי לקח טוב נתתי לכם, תורתי אל תעזובו, יי לי לי, עץ חיים היא, למחזיקים בה, לתומכיה מאושר, דרכיה דרכי נועם, בכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה, חדש ימינו כקדם.
Please be seated. So as I said a few times, we have finished the book of Vayikra, and we read from Bachar Bechukotai. And in the first few verses of Bachar Bechukotai, I noticed that Rashi, the medieval commentator, offers a beautiful insight and a beautiful lesson. He asks us to look at those first few verses that explain that if we follow God's commandments, God will grant rain in its season, The land will be plentiful. The vineyard will be plentiful. You'll eat your fill of bread. Life couldn't be better. And yet the Torah doesn't end there. The Torah adds the phrase, Venatati Shalom Ba'aretz. I will grant peace in the land, and you shall lie down, untroubled by anyone. So Rashi loves to ask the question, well, why? Why the additional words? If you have food on your table and a roof over your head, if you have enough wine and you have enough to quench your thirst, what's the purpose of adding those words, Venatati Shalom? And Rashi says, it means that without peace, we have nothing. Again, without peace, it doesn't matter if you have enough food on your table or enough to drink. Without peace, we have nothing. Now, if you look, the Torah is referring to peace from our enemies, but I want to extend the idea of peace this morning to Shalom Bayit, to peace in our homes. Because I think all of us can say that even though we have enough in our cupboards, even though our refrigerator may be full or bursting, when something feels off in our homes, when a child's upset or a relative is depressed, no material items suffice in the moment. Nothing can meet or fill that need except for that fill of peace. Because when peace enters our home and settles the mind of those who have that particular anxiety or those who are troubled, it's only peace that can satiate the hunger of the spirit. I think many of us are praying for Shalom Bayit right now, peace in our homes. And of course, as we just said before, home is extended beyond the walls of our immediate shelter. We can consider the homes of those of our community members part of our family. So those who are troubled, those who don't have Shalom Bayit within their homes, well, that troubles us as well. The Talmud asks a great question. If you only have enough money before Shabbat to buy Shabbat candlesticks or to buy wine for Kiddush, it's like an ethical dilemma. Which one do you purchase? Which one do you buy? Do you buy the candles or do you buy the wine? And I'll let you think about it for a second. And I'll give you the answer. The Talmud explains that you choose the candles. And the reason why is exactly that phrase. You choose the candles for Shalom Bayit. Because traditionally, you're supposed to put your Shabbat candles in the middle of your table, exactly where you're going to eat. And the idea is that the light illuminates the faces of those that are sitting around the table. And as we know, light isn't forgiving. When you see the face of the person you love before you, and the light reflects their worries and their troubles and their angst, you can't help, or at least I hope you can't help but ask the question, what's wrong? And so for many of us, that idea of the Shabbat candles, it often just lasts a brief moment. We think to ourselves, oh, that person looks upset, but we don't always act upon the question. And so my prayer for all of us on this Shabbat is that we take that imagery of the Shabbat candlesticks in the middle of our dining room tables and extend the imagery throughout the week. And every time we think to ourselves, you know, their voice sounded a little upset on the phone, or I could tell by their eyebrows that they're not themselves. Their eyebrows are raised high and they actually look a little angry. Or I can tell by just that little look in their eye, they're not themselves. Take the thought, take the question, and then ask. And follow up. And continue to inquire after those that we love, what's wrong? How can I help to ease your anxiety? Because as we know, we don't always have the solution, but sometimes just by asking the question, the person who is feeling that troubled state in that moment feels seen and heard. So Rashi had it right. We can have as much food on our tables and drink in our homes, but without Shalom Bayit, we have nothing. May peace in our homes continue this Shabbat to the next and thereafter. Amen. I'll ask everyone to please rise as we begin our Musaf service. We're found in the middle of page 184 as Cantor Feldman leads us with Mr. Ariel Cohen soon. I don't know if now, but soon, very soon. Chatzi Kaddish is found on page 184.
Yasher Koach, Rabbi. Beautiful words.
Thank you.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רבה ועל מה דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי בחיי חון ובמחון וחי רחו בית ישראל בעגלה בזמן קריב והימרו אמן יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתלש מקודשה בריחו לילה מקום בכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ורחמתה דמירם ביומה והימרו Amen.
Our Musaf Amidah for Shabbat morning is found on page 185.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor VeHanoram El Elyon Komel Chasadim Tovim Vekonei HaKol Verzocher Chasdei Avot Ulmevi Goel Libnei Vneihem Lem'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Ufolkein Moshia Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ufokei Tzara Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai B'chayei Meitim Atah Rav Leoshia Morid Hatal Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed Mechayei Meitim Berachamim Rabim Somech Noflim Verofech Olim Ulmatir Asurim Ulmekayem Emunato Mishenei Hafar Michamocha Bal Gevurot Michamocha Bal Gevurot Ulmidom Elach Melech Meimit Ulmechayeh Ulmatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah le'achayot meitim Baruch atah Adonai mechayei hametim.
Page 187.
God מקומו ממקומו הוא יבן ברחמים ויחונם המייחדים שמו ערב בבוקר בכל יום תמיד המים באהבה שמע אומרים שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד הוא אלוהינו הוא אבינו הוא מלכנו הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו שנית לעיני כל חי להיות לכם אל אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם דברי קודשך כתוב לאמור ימלוך אדוני לעולם אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור הללויה 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 לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד כל לך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נגיש לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נגיש ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם בהן כי אל מלך גדול מלך גדול וקדוש אתה לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גוד לך ולנצח נצחים ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נגיש ברוך אתה אדוני
From generation to generation, we declare your greatness. We continue on our own with the silent recitation of the Musaf Amidah, which continues through page 192. Please either read the words in the Hebrew or the English, or read the prayers of your heart. Please take your time. When you finish praying your Amidah, please be seated. Otherwise, continue to pray at your own pace. And we continue on page 203 with Kaddish Shalom.
יתקדל ויתקדש שמי רמה, ועמד יברא קירותי במליך מלכותי, בחיי חון ובמכון וחי לכל בית ישראל, בגלה בזמן קרי והימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם לעלמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומה ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתלש מלכותו, בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירה מאוהב ימרו, אמן. תתקבל צלותון וברכות כל ישראל, כל דם ובונה בשמיא והימרו, אמן. יהי שלמה רבה משמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל והימרו, אמן. הוסה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל והימרו, Amen. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. This morning, I want to speak especially to those of you who are going to be graduating. Because at this time, as you know, you're supposed to have huge events and commencement speakers, and everybody's supposed to get dressed up and be awarded a diploma. And that's what has happened, well, since high schools and colleges were invented. In one way or another, human beings always create ceremonies to mark the end of something significant. That's just what we do. And this year, as you know, that's not exactly possible. And the first thing that I want to say to those of you who are graduates is you have every right to feel bad about that. If you feel bad about not being able to have a graduation ceremony, and someone says, well, look at all these other people that have it worse, you can say to them, you're absolutely right. Other people have it worse. But I'm mourning this specific loss. And in fact, whatever happens to you in the world, you can always be sure that someone else will have it worse. And yes, you should feel grateful for all the gifts you do have, and I know that you do. And every morning, it is a really wonderful practice to wake up and say, Modeh ani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam. I am grateful to you, God, for restoring my soul to me and for all the gifts that I have, but I still can be upset about the fact that this thing that every other year got, I didn't get. That's okay. You can be both grateful and have a grievance. They're not mutually exclusive. I feel very grateful for all the blessings that I have in my life. But when I leave my office, if I trip and fall down the stairs, believe me, I'll be upset. And that doesn't take away my sense of gratitude for all the things that I do have, or my sense of upset that I'm sometimes such a klutz. So the first thing I wanted to say to you is what you are feeling now is okay, whatever that feeling is. And the second thing that I want to say to you is that while we don't know why things happen, everybody has theories, but nobody knows. The one thing that we do know is that everything that happens to us, especially everything important, and especially things that are important that are difficult, all of them, we can grow from and learn lessons from. And I want to suggest to you one lesson from graduating during a pandemic that will stand you in good stead for the rest of your lives, at least to think about and remember. Most of what we do, because we are human beings and we are social creatures, most of what we do with some thought of how other people will react to it. And when they react well, it feels good. And when they react badly, it doesn't. And there is, by the way, no time in your life when you are more acutely aware, when you are more attuned, more sensitive to other people's reactions than in high school. Because you see the same people every single day and you live in a sort of small village where everyone knows everyone knows everyone. And that's why graduation is graduation, because everybody sees that you accomplished this and you go up there and you receive the diploma and the head of school congratulates you. And in fact, all of it is wonderful and beautiful. But of course, you didn't study in order to get a diploma. And you didn't even study, ultimately, so that you could go on to the next school. And really, even though you think so, I'm going to tell you that you didn't study even so that one day you could have a good career. You study so you can be a certain kind of person. That's what learning is really about. So that you can be someone who carries things in your head through life. I mean, why is my office full of books? It's not because I thought if I read enough books, I'll be a successful rabbi. No, it's because I wanted to read enough books to learn enough to be a certain kind of person. A person who has resources inside to know things and explain things and understand things that I wouldn't if I didn't learn from the wisdom of other people. That's why you go to school. And the motivations that are internal, that are inside you, that aren't about the big ceremony, that aren't about other people telling you you did a great job, though that's all wonderful and good, but the motivation that you're doing this because you need to know you can do it, because you need to master this, because you need to know that even though you went into this class knowing nothing about the subject, you came out with a grasp. Being that kind of person, that's what matters. And the most important thing is what you know inside you, not what the rest of the world tells you. And that's why what's going on inside you, especially now, you should keep a record of. This is the third piece of advice I want to give you. One is about your feelings. The second is about the internal strength that you need to have to be who you are. And the third is to record what is happening to you now. One of the things that everyone who is young knows is that older people love to tell you about things that happened years ago. Let me tell you what happened during the war. Let me tell you what happened during the escape from here or there. Let me tell you what happened at a time that you don't know and you can't imagine. And even though sometimes as younger people, we roll our eyes at the stories, the truth is we also learn from them and they're important. And now that I'm getting to be one of the older people, I appreciate some of the stories that I heard when I was one of the younger ones. And this moment, the moment of the pandemic, it's unlike any moment in all of human history. It's the first time that the entire world not only was going through something at the same time, but everyone in the world knew that everyone was going through something at the same time. We celebrated Aiden and Noah's moment this morning, marking what would be their bar mitzvah. And I want to say mazel tov to the Goldbar and Satara families. And you realize one day you will be able to say that you had the moment of your bar mitzvah as a family at a time that was unlike any other time in history. That's an astonishing thing. And therefore, I'm suggesting that you take some time to write what you have gone through at this time, because in later years, you'll want to look back and remember a time unlike any other. And you'll forget, we all forget, you'll forget some of the things that right now you think you'll never forget. So keep a little bit of a journal. Write what it's like to graduate at such a time, to live through such a time, so that 10, 20, 50 years from now, you'll be able to be one of those people who can say, let me tell you what it was like during the pandemic. People will want to know, because it will be over, and then there will be things to understand. One last message. We all know that there are a lot of people in this time who are struggling, and that we owe them our help, our concern, both as a society and as individuals. And I know so many of you are involved in tzedakah projects, in giving and in helping, and I think that's wonderful. And I hope that it is a legacy of your tradition, which teaches us always to care for those who are less fortunate than us. But it also teaches you something else, which is what we do on this Shabbat that Rabbi Guzik mentioned in her drash a little earlier in the service, which is we complete the book of Vayikra, of Leviticus, and we say, Chazak, Chazak, v'nit chazek. Be strong, and we will be strengthened. And I want to give you an explanation of that phrase. What does it mean, be strong, and we will be strengthened? What it means is, listen, whoever you are, whatever situation you are in, if you strengthen yourself, if you are strong, if you understand that whatever the disappointments or difficulties of this life, you have a purpose and a mission and you are strong, then your strength will strengthen all of us. You might think that the entire Jewish community doesn't depend on the strength of one person who's graduating high school. It's not true. Kol Yisrael arevim zeh b'zeh. All of Israel is dependent on one another. Your strength strengthens us. So we want to say, Mazal Tov, congratulations, be strong, be proud, go forward with the knowledge that you did it. And now, I hope you will keep watching as we have a beautiful video to thank our graduates and to feature them. It's only a few minutes long, but it says a lot.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shehechianu.
I think we're going to try one more time to get the beautiful video of our graduates back on.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu l'zman hazeh.
Hello, Teen Center seniors. It is Eli. Congratulations on finishing high school. We finally made it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu l'zman hazeh. To life and to life and to life and to life and to Chaim. To life and to life and to life and to life and to Chaim. I wanna hold on to this moment now, Chaim. Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu l'zman hazeh. To life and to life and to life and to life and to Chaim. To life and to life and to life and to life and to Chaim. I wanna hold on to this moment now, Chaim. To
Mazal Tov to all of the graduating Sinai seniors. I am wishing you an amazing summer full of love and light. You should know Sinai Temple is always here for you. Gam ze le'over, this too shall pass.
Got a little teary, right, Cantor Feldman?
It's so beautiful seeing all their smiling faces.
Right, and all those faces to us, they're babies, right? Remember all their b'nai mitzvah
students, and they're like in third grade, fourth grade. It's so beautiful.
Exactly, just beautiful. We continue our service with Ein Keloheinu. We're found on page 204. Page 204. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemakenu, Ein Kemoshienu. Mich Eloheinu, mich Adonenu, mich Emakenu, mich Moshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Emakenu, Nodel Moshienu. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Makenu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shektiru, Avotenu, Lefanecha eketoret hasamim. Please rise for Aleinu, page 205. Enter.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת זו בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס סולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בהשבותיו, לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. כי המלכות שלך היא, ולעולמי תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. In love, we remember those who no longer walk this earth. We are grateful to God for the gift of their lives, for the joys we shared, and for the cherished memories that never fade. May God grant those who mourn the strength to see beyond their sorrow, sustaining them despite their grief. This week, we mourn the passing of Kamran Nahai, brother of Bijan Nahai. We mourn the passing of Ruth Zimbler, wife of Albert Zimbler, mother of Phyllis, Jay, Deborah, and Edward, grandmother of Rachel and Yael, Dr. Sarah Shulkin, and Adam Zimbler, Jonathan Zimbler, Ben Landay, Nathan Landay, Stephanie, and Gabby Zimbler, and great-grandmother of Lucy, Olivia, Sadie, and Oscar Shulkin, Henry, Rosalie, and Daniel Zimbler. We as well mourn the passing of Benjamin Lustig, husband of Miriam Lustig, father of Gabrielle Lustig Ben Chaim, and Sabrina Adler, grandfather of Jonah, Lev, Ethan, and Morgan. We mourn the passing of those who gave their lives to fight for our country and the land of Israel, our Army Sergeant Christopher Wesley Curry, and in the IDF, Sergeant First Class Amit Ben Egal. We commemorate the yahrzeits of Iran Abrishami, N.I. Adelson, Helen Adler, Bert Appel, Sidney Barron, Pearl Barron, Yetta Berliner, Michael Berman, Elias Bromberger, Bessie Brodkin, Selma Caro, Becky Chersky, Michael Cohn, Robert Collison, Charles Cummings, Aaron Dershowitz, Sidney Douglas, Rosalind Einberg, Stan Eisman, Elazar Elichar, Eli Elias, Gertrude Frankenstein, Rose Gluckstein, Jeffrey Greenberg, Abe Gutman, Betty Gutman, Yaqub Hagnazarzadeh, Habibola Hanani, Marie Hajiron, Zoe Iancu, Zohra Imani, Edel Kaufman, Joseph Kaufman, Alan Robert Cohn, Evelyn Koss, Dora Levine, Daniel Malamed, Jeanette Margolin, Ida Marsh, Shokrula Medizadeh, Mina Nazarian, Rosie Nurani, David Pastor, Joseph Pekarar, Louis Phillips, Stephen Platt, Elias Poplowski, Eliyahu Rehan, Manuel Rogozin, Seymour Rosen, Anna Rosenberg, Sonia Rosenwasser, Alexander Rothschild, Barney Rubin, Herbert Saywitz, Ezatola Shanasa, Mary Silberstein, Isaac Sinacio, Victor Citruk, Howard Smith, Esther Solomon, Mehdi Sarudi, Ray Spivak, David Stein, John Stern, Leonard Stogel, Louis Solmeyer, Dagangur Tabarai, Jacob Traub, Betty Viner, Cheryl Wasson, Florence Wollins, Gerald Wolpe, Elliot Zaffron, Stephen Zellen, and Joseph Zimmerman. For those who are in mourning or observing yahrzeit, I'll ask you to please rise and recite with me the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, which are found on page 207. 207. Yit Gadal ve'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah be'alma divra kerute v'yamlich malchute b'chayichon u'vyomechon u'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala v'zman kari v'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal Shemei dekudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabbah min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Osei Shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the peace in the heavens be reflected here on earth, and let us all say, Amen. Please be seated. Before we conclude with Adon Olam, Cantor? Adon Olam, and then we'll do our blessings. Just want to bring you, of course, greetings and a Shabbat Shalom from our president, Jamie Berman, from our entire board of directors. We greet you with Shabbat Shalom, and of course from Howard Lessner, our executive director, and the entire Sinai Temple clergy and staff. We miss you. We feel your spirit, and especially today, it was so wonderful to have the Goldbar and Satari families in our service. Thank you so much for joining us, and Mazel Tov to all of our graduates. It's pretty incredible to celebrate such wonderful milestones. So Mazel Tov to all of you. Of course, you can always check out our Sinai virtual streaming options and programs and services on our website at sinaitemple.org. Almost everything is on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Sinai Temple Presents. And we hope to see you at more services in the future. So with that, Adon Olam Cantor, we are found on page 211. rise for Vishamru. We're found on page 77.
ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפשו ביום השביעי ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם.
כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו סברי. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן.
אמן.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu on netilat yadayim.
Amen.
Mini chalot.
Yum. Oh, good.
These are good. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Ribbono shel olam, Master of the universe, grant us the courage and grant us the strength to embrace this Shabbat, whether that means asking someone else how they're doing, or whether that means checking inside our souls and acknowledging where we feel sorrow and where we feel joy. Let us emerge from this Shabbat rejuvenated, renewed, and filled with your spirit. And let us say, Amen.
Amen. In honor of Yom Yerushalayim, we'll conclude with Yerushalayim Shel Zahav. Avir harim salul kayayin vereach oranim nisa beruach harba'im im kol pahamonim uftar demat ilan va'even shvuya b'chaloma ha'ir asher badar yoshevet ובליבה חומה ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור עלו לכל שירייך אני כינור ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור עלו לכל שירייך אני כינור כינור.
Beautiful. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
See you soon.
Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat 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 Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.